What is happening, everybody? Hello, I am Blizzard Raptor. That's me. This is my channel. If you came here for the first time, please consider subscribing. If you've been here before and you haven't already, also please consider subscribing. Leave a like on this video and leave me a comment down below. And let's crack on with Assassin's Creed Syndicate. We're going to confront the gang leader, Rexford Kaylock.
Ah, there you are. All that stands between you and Whitechapel is the villain controlling the borough. Kaylock has demanded you settle the claim for territory in a gang fight.
His loss?
Yeah. I'm sure he can put this to better use than I can.
Oh, what's this, Greenie? Assassin Christmas?
Gather your allies.
So I think knives are kind of Jacob's thing. We've got it equipped now. I'm gonna do a quick upgrade to it. Can I do another one? No, you can only do one upgrade per piece of equipment. That's cool, so it doesn't bleed your money. You can't upgrade something to make you totally overpowered. Oh yeah. And on we go.
Rexford Kaylock has agreed to your terms and waits for you at the Whitechapel train station. He's bet his train on the fight.
Pay attention to that statement. That's very important.
Kaylock. No matter.
This is a proper London street fight. It's stuff. Crap like this still happens. Like, football fans fight like this.
There you are.
So this is Kaylock's train.
I've got a shot at it.
I don't think I was meant to do that. No, I think I'm just meant to catch up with the train. Yeah, I am. That's fine. Oh no! How did that happen? There's a guy dying on that train. I can't get up it. This is when Assassin's Creed's at its worst. This is genuinely when Assassin's Creed's at its worst. I should not have come flying off the train when I did that move. Ouch. I'm getting hit too many times here, I'm not enjoying this. That thing has just totally thrown me off. Here goes the big man. And that's us eliminated the gang leader.
It appears to be broken.
Oh well, at least we have a train now. It's not all bad.
So now this train belongs to us. This is the coolest Assassin's headquarters ever. I don't care. Like, throw anything you want at me. The only thing cooler than this is a space station. This is absolutely brilliant. So we've got a mobile headquarters. The train does continually move throughout the game. You find it just does a loop of the boroughs.
Kaylock is dead. Whitechapel is no longer in the hands of the Blighters.
You now have the chance to join our ranks. We welcome all who would stand up to Starrick and his cutthroats.
There you go.
Welcome to the Rooks.
There we go.
Ah, you bastard. I'd rather throw myself to the tracks than run Bertha another mile for that doty ball-bag.
Kaylock? He's left the station.
Mel. Hello, fancy pants. And who might you
I'm
two
Evie
be?
Frye, and this is my brother, Jacob Frye.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Agnes McBean.
A delight.
I thought I was getting a promotion. I suppose I'm out of work now.
Come work for us instead.
I won't bile your heat. You pay better than scraps?
I'm sure we can at least match that.
Then may I present to you Agnes and Bertha, lady and locomotive, at your service. I'll be in the next car.
A hideout on the rails. What an excellent idea.
Yep, I thought so
It all
too.
worked out rather well. Now, I would like to follow up a lead on... Jacob? Is this serious?
I'm not doing anything until this gets fixed.
I believe I know someone who can help with that.
I knew you would, Greenie.
Whoa, this is also the second part of Assassin's Creed Syndicate that I really enjoy. So,
You know, a mite of money goes a mickle bit in this city. Think of the power of good you can do with the purse you bring.
okay.
You talk of a store in London. Well, now's your chance. That there map shows who to speak to. Old friends, if you will. Give him a whiff of that sterling, and maybe you can save us all from having to lay down our knife and fork afore we're ready.
Okay. So gang upgrades. Here. You can buy medicine in shops. Perfect. This is police bribes. Yeah, I remember some of these being oh, perfect. That would be quite a good one, actually. What do we have here? Black market. Yeah, that's going to be handy. So we are upgrading that straight away. Pub investor. Don't have the chemicals I need for that. Brilliant. Don't have the chemicals I need for that. Don't have the chemicals I need for that, apparently. I do have what I need for these, so we'll get the rooks upgraded. I should still have enough to do that one. Yep, there we go. Have I got... We don't really need the brutes at the minute. all of that. Right, okay. So we've done some upgrades there.
I believe Mr. Green said there was someone he wanted you to meet.
Yeah. Oh, you'll love who this is. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. So, this is what they want us to do, is freedom of the press. Lambeth is an area that you're supposed to be level 3 in, but because I'm level 2 and the suggested level for this mission is 2, I should be able to at least get there and do the mission, is basically what it's saying to me. That is an associate activity for Robert Toppin. I will try and do most of the associate activities myself off the camera, because they are not going to do much for me. Now the gear I can equip, the only gear I can equip is level, at the moment is level 2 gear. I know it came up there saying Hardened Assassin's Gauntlet had been unlocked. Actually, I think we'll get that and we'll upgrade that, because that actually looks pretty decent. Weapons wise, something else seems to have been unlocked. The Adept Cane Sword, yeah, which I can't use at the moment anyway. Firearms are still the same, belts are still the same, so there's nothing else I've unlocked that will be worth doing anything with. The trick in this game is to try and keep your gear as... upgraded's the wrong word. Is to try and keep your gear to at least your level as much as you can, because if not, you'll find it really tough to beat enemies. That'll do. Buried those two. I'm gonna grab that skill point as well. Nope, David, skill. Come on, move. And that'll let me unlock Scavenger, which will give me more crafting resources, which will allow me to upgrade me stuff. Oh look, I've reached level 3. Back into inventory we go. So we can get an Adept Kukri or Slinky's Fist. I think I'm gonna go for this. And its upgrade. I like the knives, I like the knife combat in this game. We'll have a quick look at the Assassin Gauntlets. That needs to be crafted. Firearms. I can get the pocket pistol, so we'll go for that. This is honestly, unlike the other games we've played, it is really important that you get your gear in order. What's the difference here? I'm not seeing, I mean that's cheaper. And it's the same +1. Like, why am I... We'll get the Noble Assassin Belt and upgrade it then. Sassy Assassin Belt. Ah, really. So there we go, we've upgraded our gear. We shouldn't need to do that again until... Yes, I could nick a carriage. Do I want to? No, I find a carriage driving mechanic.
Come here!
I've got a message for you as well. Shut your face. There we go. That'll do.
Come over here, and I'll...
I did. And stabbed you right in the throat. And I regret nothing. You're gonna enjoy this one. You really are gonna enjoy this one. Little hiccup there in the...
Oh, blast them.
Alec, whatever is the matter?
I have been intercepting nothing but poppycock propaganda about soothing syrup and whatnot. No, I swear to high heavens, if Starrick's monopoly continues...
Alec, I beg your pardon. These are friends of mine. Evie Frye and her brother, Jacob.
Oh, Alexander Graham Bell.
Linguist, inventor, and technical expert. Alec, I have something of a favor to ask you.
Can you fix this?
Oh, looks like the casing is cracked. Oh, comes apart. I see. Could have used one of these to fit my fuses on top of Big Ben.
Alec is installing a new telegraph line for our Free Press
To
Association.
combat the Starrick Telegraph Company. Now, if I can mend the fuses connecting independent lines from Big Ben, Starrick will be weakened. Only we are somewhat at a handicap. And... yeah. Oh, I've removed the mechanism so it may work with your bracer.
I'll put it to use immediately.
Jacob, wait. Mr. Bell, allow me to help you with your fuses.
Oh, you will not find me too proud to accept Miss Frye. Oh, we can use my carriage if you'd be so good as to hold the reins, though.
I'll take that.
I can help you.
So, we've had Leonardo da Vinci, and we've had... who was the other one? I'm trying to think. Who was the guy that was doing that? You know what, it's just totally escaped my head. But anyway, we've had Leonardo da Vinci in the games. And we are going to have Alexander Graham Bell designing our gear for this game. The man who invented the telephone. And other things, apparently. There's a rumour going around that when Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, he actually had a missed call from Chuck Norris. That's a popular joke that I've seen on the internet. But yes, Alexander Graham Bell, one of the most famous Scotsmen of all time. And we have... oh, they both have independent skill trees. Okay. So we're gonna have to do these for Evie quickly, just so that she's got the same level of ability and the same level as her brother. Because I don't want her to fall behind. So we'll unlock all her level 2 skills. That'll push her to level 3. And then we'll upgrade her gear. I'm really sorry, I know I said no more upgrading gear, but... inventory. So Evie's weapon, the Initiate Cane Sword. We can go as high as this one here. And it seems to be, I mean, that one there at 1000 I think would be a little bit better just now. Because I've extravagantly spent on her brother's gear. We'll equip Evie with the hardened leather gauntlet as well, like her brother. Equip that pistol. Evie has cloaks. I quite like that one, but I'm trying not to mess around with non-essential stuff. Elise is from Assassin's Creed Unity. You will see her in the videos that my lovely wife is uploading. Aveline de Gonfle is from the Assassin's Creed Liberation. It was originally a handheld game for the Vita, and then it was updated to ported to consoles. Xiao Yun is in one of the Assassin's Creed side-scrolling games that came out, the sort of 2.5D ones that were kind of like legacy missions from assassins elsewhere around the globe. There was one in Russia, one in India, and one in China. Xiao Yun was in the Chinese one, and she was also the lady who helped the Emperor's concubines. She was one of the Emperor's concubines, and she went back to try and liberate them. They had all been murdered. The Assassin's Brotherhood was killed. Was wiped out mostly, and she came to Ezio looking for help. And she influenced a lot of the Brotherhood's weapons, including the rope dart. That's Bram Stoker's Dracula, and I think it's the outfit that Mina Harker eventually ends up wearing, he said. And there we are, we've upgraded.
I'm so glad you could assist me.
So, here we go. Off we drive.
So, Mr. Bell, what inventions are you concocting?
I intend to develop a phonetic telegraph that does not just convey dots and dashes, Miss Frye, but the human voice.
Phonetic telegraph? Sounds a bit of a mouthful. You could just call it a telephone.
Telephone? How bizarre. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, the press has become entirely dependent on the Static Telegraph Company.
Which is why Mr. Green has asked you to set up a free line.
Yes. What is more, other small independent companies have had their lines sabotaged, and they have little means of finding any broken fuses, which are...
To be found on top of Big Ben.
Correct. Especially as one needs a special government pass to get through the guards.
They will not be a problem. I'll repair the fuses.
So we're in Westminster. We won't be conquering anything here till much, much later. Will you get out of the way? Right, you know what? If nobody else is going to do it, I'll do it. So this is, you know, the government building at Westminster. And now we have a rope launcher. So, God, how good is this going to be? All of you guys who thought that Assassin's Creed maybe needed something to give you a little helping hand, you're absolutely right. Assassin's Creed did need a little something to help you get up and down. You get a prompt for the zip line when you can use it like that there. Sorry, give me a second. I'll drop down from here and see if I can... There we go. The L1 prompt allows you to winch yourself up. God, that's so good. So now we have to climb Big Ben, which we can do climbing up these. Westminster used to be, I believe, a palace, and was then converted into the chambers for the government. The House of Commons and the House of Lords. The House of Lords are a largely defunct institution, an unelected body that has no business doing anything. And the House of Commons, where we pay for the electoral mistakes of people who have no idea what
Lovely
politics
view.
is or means. And I'm sure everyone who comes from a country where elections are held democratically like that recognises the fact that even although we have democracy and we can vote for people, it's rarely the people that we vote for that get into power. It usually seems to be some arsehole that's been voted in by people who seem to pick by randomly finding someone's name on a sheet of paper and putting a mark against it. Otherwise, how else would the kind of clowns that have been elected to government get the job? But enough politicking. Enough of the politicking. We shall make our way down here. Now we should be getting down to the level where it'll let me... There we go. Here we go. I'm Batman. That's basically what it feels like. The guy who, or the girl, sorry, the woman or man who was sitting in on the Ubisoft meeting for this game, who said, can we... That leap of faith would have got me that thing, wouldn't it? No. I can only get... You know what, I'm not that, but I would do that. Yeah, the guy, the woman or man who was sitting in on the design meeting that said, can we have Alexander Graham Bell design us a line launcher so that we can be Victorian Spider-Man / Spider-Woman, deserves an award. Genuinely. You know what would make it easier getting around Victorian London? If we could use a grappling hook. Brilliant. That technology won't be designed for a long time, but... So I can do a leap of faith from here, apparently. I don't think I want to... Ah, there we go. That's what I want. Most of this probably looks cool to a lot of you guys, but you should know that most of this is crumbling and leaking and is basically in a poor state because it's in urgent need of maintenance. It is a very old building, it needs a lot of work. They're talking like renovation work costing in the billions, basically. And while I find it sad from a historic point of view, I can't understand why we're justifying that kind of money on renovating an old monument when there's much more efficient things we could be doing with that money. Just build a bloody new
That should do it.
parliament. And let us, you know, build a new building for cheaper that's purpose built, and just let the building be what it is. May have made a mistake here. Yes, I have? Question mark? I have. I should not have done that. Too high. How much line is in that? Just wasted my time dropping down there. Climbing one of the many gargoyles. Is there a bit that I can reach from here? No. No? Okay. Oh, she's leapt again. Well, we'll find a way out. That will do, up we go. The sound you're hearing there is probably that helix glitch that I missed earlier. I don't care.
There you are!
Oh no, you don't. You never saw anything. Too easy. Be a good workout for the arms, this, eh? That should get me the helix thing that I missed earlier. Oh look, it did. Down we go. Bye. Brilliant. Love that. So.
Thank you very much, Miss Frye. I will now be able to continue with the installation of the new line.
If there's anything else I can do to help.
Certainly. Please do come and visit. Oh, I was toying with this device and have noted down the formula for you. It's not perfect yet, but by golly, it works. Maybe a little too well. Whoa!
Alexander Graham Bell's designing smoke bombs for us. So I need to loot 200 metal components. It's very helpfully given me somewhere to go to practice. This is basically a zipline tutorial for us because we've played about with it to get through the environment, but more helpfully it can be used to give us an advantage in infiltrating an area. I've been across this bridge about, let me think, be about eight, maybe 9 years ago. 8 years ago might be closer actually. And the world, the environment around it looked a lot different. For starters, the London Eye's somewhere in that direction. And there's more buildings, there's taller buildings on the banks. It's just totally changed. What people forget, and it's not because they forget necessarily the event that happened, but they forget the consequences of the events that happened. If you followed history, you know that World War II brought with it the Blitz. So not only did the Second World War happen, but it brought the Blitz to London, where London was basically bombed. The Germans attempted to bomb it into submission. I say the Germans, that's not fair. The Nazis and their allies, who were in control of Germany at the time, attempted to use the military engine that the mighty military quote-unquote engine that they had created to bomb London into submission and try and take the fight out of Britain. And part of the consequences is that a lot of what you see here, and a lot of what you would see all over London, including St Paul's Cathedral and other places, were bombed and destroyed. And so a lot of the Victorian history of London was either ruined beyond repair and demolished, or ruined and patched up. One of the consequences of that, back to the Jack the Ripper thing, I know I said I wasn't gonna, but back to the Jack the Ripper thing. It was really easy. Yeah, one of the consequences of that was the files for the Jack the Ripper case. A lot of them were destroyed, sadly.
Ready to blow her brains out! You fight like my lad! So much better from behind!
Double finisher, that'll do. Love a bit of that. Yeah, a lot of Scotland Yard's files, because the Scotland Yard building itself was destroyed. I'm sure that's why New Scotland Yard's there. Maybe it wasn't destroyed, but it was heavily damaged, and so they built the New Scotland Yard building. But a lot of the files for the Whitechapel murders, as they were called, were unfortunately ruined, and sadly that evidence is lost to time now. I wonder if that'll be close enough to... No, it's not. Can I climb up here and get it? Well, that... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so what's left is what historians and amateur detectives and people who have now come under the term ripperologist. The documents that are left are all they've had to pour through for their answers, basically.
But what if new spread does more than one? Need an egg? Over there. I'm gonna
See how much quicker it is with the upgraded gear to take these guys out. Craft new gear and tool upgrades in the inventory and crafting menus. Find unique resources and crafting plans hidden in chests. Income activities provide large amounts of crafting resources. So we're going to go for smoke bomb. So now we have the smoke bomb. Throwing knife upgrade. Might as well. They are silent weapons that are extremely useful in this game. I kid you not. Medium bullet pouch. Again, we will be using firearms when it goes loud. Medium bomb pouch. Medium knife pouch. Medicine. And medicine efficacy. You know what, I might as well do all of these. But I don't have the resources to do them now. Oh well. But I am having tremendous fun doing this.
I'm gonna put you in.
You're not gonna put me in anything. Now we have to reach Mr. Bell's workshop. And no, as far as I know, he's no relation because shoo-hoo. That was kinda unnecessarily spectacular, Miss Frye. Where do I find my smoke bombs? There we go. All the way down without having to take damage. Perfect.
Ah, Miss Frye! I was just showing Jacob the first message was received via the mended lines. Oh, you can keep the rope launcher, by the way. We've managed to procure another one for your brother. Excellent work. Thank you again.
You're very welcome, Mr. Bell.
We can now defend the principle of impartial news and free speech.
Free is fair, but free and brief is far better.
Ha ha! Ah, Frye, such caustic wit.
And on that note, we must depart.
Oh, good fortune to you both. Call on me, anytime.
For what? Oh, gear. Of course. You're now our, like, weapon designer. Amazing. It's just incredible how you get this, like, these historical figures are reduced to, oh, you invented something once. Let's have you design the improbably practical gear that 100% never existed.
Now that we've finished with that distraction...
Who is that? Oh, you mean you don't know?
Beautiful train you got here. Miss McBean was just telling me all about her. Name's Ned.
How do you do?
I won't take up more of your time. If you want to learn a thing or two about the finest transit systems in the world, you can find me at this address.
Let us return to locating the Piece of Eden.
We need to reclaim London from Starrick. Who are my targets?
It's not time for that yet.
I didn't come to London to hunt curios.
First understand the dance, only then become the dancer?
Oh, so you're taking over where Father left off.
Someone has to.
Evie, finding the precursor artifact will give us an insight into what the Templars intend. Jacob, I have information about Starrick's associates that should be of use to you. Here.
Oh dear. So you can see the problems and the differences between the two, between the brother and sister. Jacob intends to just smash his way to removing Starrick. Evie wants to do it the way the assassins have always done it. And along the way, we will meet these lovely associates that will help us. So these are the different sequences we've got. You can see that we've eliminated 2 targets on the far left there. The 2 that we killed at the beginning are crossed out. We are starting in sequence 4. A rift has opened between Jacob and Evie. He does not support Evie's quest for the Piece of Eden, and she sees his campaign to take on the Templars as reckless and sloppy. Working separately, Jacob heads to Lambeth to investigate Starrick's soothing syrup, while Evie traces the precursor artifact to the home of Master Assassin Edward Kenway. This is another reason why I picked this game out of the 2, not only because I hadn't completed it, but because it kind of ties together Assassin's Creed 3, 4 and this game, the references to Edward Kenway. There isn't much left of Edward's legacy, sadly. As you know from Assassin's Creed 3, Haytham would become a Templar, and it would be up to Haytham's son to take out his dad and sort of take the colonies back from, or take the independent America out of, you know, take Templar influence out of there. But prior to that, we're going to find out exactly what happened to them in this.
This soothing syrup has become the only medicine available in Lambeth. It bears the Templar Grandmaster's name.
About time for a visit to the doctor.
I don't see that cure arriving anytime soon.
And what exactly will you be doing, might I ask?
You know very well. Tracking down the Piece of Eden.
Enjoy your studies. I'll be out killing Templars.
So now Jacob and Evie's missions will be marked with different different symbols. You can freely switch between both at any time in the game, but this is very much a Jacob mission. There's also a Charles Dickens memory. Spring-Heeled Jack is an incredible urban legend from the late 18th, early 19th century. The sort of precursor to the Penny Dreadful phenomena, and also a precursor to the Jack the Ripper. This sort of, I think, this sort of urban legend, myth exploding of a person disappearing into the night after quote-unquote attacking people. I don't think Spring-Heel Jack ever actually killed anyone, but he is well worth looking into. Allegedly a demon-faced man who accosted people on their doorsteps, either knocked on their doors or caught them as they were leaving their house and frightened them, scared them by breathing fire on them, and then had the impossible ability to leap 6-foot walls with just a single jump and disappear into the night without leaving a trace. And as daft as that sounds, there are real world explanations for this, but the whole urban legend is well worth looking into. When we do this, I might do that Charles Dickens memory on recording, just to show you some of the cool Victorian stuff. I don't want to do too much of the side stuff, but yeah, we've got cable news and a spoonful of syrup, so that's... And the train is always highlighted for us like this so that we can fast travel to it. Doesn't matter where it is. But you'll see it elsewhere as we play through the game. It just quite happily cruises through. So we need to make our way to the Jacob mission. I don't think I have done any viewpoints down here yet, so we'll have to make our own way there. We've got the outdoorsman outfit for Jacob now. I may
day, isn't it, my lord?
change into that. Don't have the money to afford it though. Okay. There is money in the safe though. Now you can't tell the train where to go. That's one of the few things that people don't like about it.
Just like father's. Don't you have a nicer outfit than that?
So Evie's mission is in here.
The train's ours now. May as well make ourselves at home.
Can I get that now? No, it was 7.5. Right, I'll get it eventually. But anyway, up into the rafters we go. Doing our best Bruce Wayne impression. There wasn't actually much point in doing that. Look at the crowds of people waiting to travel on the train. The steam age really had sort of revolutionised transport. Up we go. And we'll just use the rooftops now to make our way. Where there isn't a bridge, we just make one. Think how useful Ezio and people like that would have found this, but the technology didn't exist. And that's basically it. The free running now becomes quite a smooth process where you are either doing this or simply travelling across the rooftops. Moving through London or moving through an Assassin's Creed environment has literally never been easier. The game's tooltips can be a bit of a pain in the backside, popping up every now and again, but they do have... It's nice when they remind you, oh, you've just found enough bits and pieces to be able to do X, you know, you can craft this now. This is the City of London, which I did not know until recently. Now, I am a historian, an amateur historian. I do have my degree. But I did not know that the City of London is a completely independent area that actually has some of its own laws. Which I find fascinating. I've always found the whole Vatican City is separate from Rome, like it's its own country almost, and the City of London seems to be its own county. I find that bizarre. It's just one of those things that survives because nobody thinks to change it, because convention, like, you know, they just move along through time. Up we go. We don't need to do much zipping across rooftops here. We will have to hear though, but that's fine. Starrick's name just reminding us who our ultimate antagonist is in this game. Just so much easier moving through this game. I mean, look at that, I've just about covered more than half the distance that I had before. You can, of course, sit on the train. There's nothing to stop you just sitting on the train until it gets to your objective. It's more roundabout, because hey, the carriage might not be on your way, but still. Now that might be, I was going to say that might be too far, but no, it's not. It's really not. Amazing. Just think, in any other Assassin's Creed game, that would have been a whole, I need to jump down, make my way across the streets, then climb back up. This is another building where there's kids and stuff. It's another child liberation mission, but it's far too hard for me at the moment. So I think the first thing that we'll do when we get near this is find the viewpoint for this bit of territory where it's where am I going? Yeah, so the viewpoint would be here. So we'll go for that first actually, because then I'll have the map uncovered and I won't be at a disadvantage when it comes to finding my way about. As for getting down, it's that easy. It's that easy. Simple, 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 simple. Only you, the individual, can make this game hard for yourself. It's like Ubisoft went out of their way to help the player as much as possible. And they have added a kind of steampunk vibe to it. Okay, that steampunk isn't historic. It's not based in any factual sort of realm, but I think adding it just enhanced the gameplay. No, people in the Victorian period didn't have, people in the Victorian period did not have grappling hooks. But hey, does it make the gameplay more exciting? Yes, it does. Has Assassin's Creed always been a completely historically accurate game? No, it hasn't. The periods are accurate, and a lot of the characters that are involved and most of the historical events that they're based in are accurate, but the actual gameplay is anything but. And so I think from that point of view, it's perfectly justifiable to have this as a mechanic for moving through the environment. Leonardo da Vinci didn't build bat wings for a former noble, Italian noble, to fly through Venice, but that was a great mission in Assassin's Creed 2. No, he didn't design parachutes. He did design parachutes, but he didn't craft parachutes. but again, it all enhances the gameplay. I've just noticed that we're at 55 minutes, so I'll hit the viewpoint and then we shall call it a day for this episode. And in the following episode, we shall start sequence 4. If I start getting to places where there's a gate to being able to take part in the missions, you know, where it says you should upgrade, then I'll have to start doing a lot of side stuff while I'm recording. I am getting ready for Mirage coming out as well. I'm trying to get as much of Syndicate done. Ideally I'd want it finished, because I don't want to leave a series halfway through, and I don't want to not play Mirage from day one. Mirage has to be a day one game for me, so we'll try and do that. And I also wouldn't feel comfortable asking Mrs. Raptor to finish this, given that I've started it, and it would mean my lovely wife having to get used to controls for a game that she hasn't started. I think you play the games that you start because it's far easier for you to finish them than it is to ask someone to step in who's not as familiar with the system. I'm going to be lucky to make it to this. But I should say thank you very much, guys, for joining me once again. The support on the Assassin's Creed series has been fantastic and has really helped my channel grow, so I really do appreciate everyone who tunes in and watches an episode. It's great, thank you very much. I've said it before, but if you are new here, or if you have been watching for a while and you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and like the videos that you watch. Leave a like on this one and leave a comment. Let me know if you're looking forward to playing Assassin's Creed Mirage. Are you excited that the games are going back to the old school Assassin's vibes? Me personally, I'm more excited for Assassin's Creed Red than I am Mirage. I'm delighted to play a new Assassin's Creed game, but having played through now what will be Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Revelations, Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed 4, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, you know, that's 6 games I've played through, and I'm getting a little stale on the being confined to a single area and running through. However, hopefully Mirage has enough of a fresh take on that formula to make it worth it. And with that said, you guys have yourselves a wonderful day, and I will see you for another episode of Assassin's Creed Syndicate real soon. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye for now.